back to the series where we make over my bedroom. In the past weeks, you've seen me tackling my wall, the headboard of my bed, and today we're finally moving to the side tables. We're gonna give a super flip to this boring IKEA side tables that I already owned and making them in a super textury thing that I fell in love with. We're gonna start our makeover by taking out the drawers. Here is the first one, and going and measuring exactly the shape that we need to create the texture on top of this. I want the texture also to be the handle of my drawer so that I don't have to add that I don't like at all. So I'm gonna make it basically with some depth inside. I'm gonna show you. After a few tests, I decided that the best solution was gonna be 4 of these little balls for every single drawer. And now all you need is a paper, your balls, and a marker. It is time to create your stencils, and it was perfect to follow this size of the bowl, but I decided at the end that this was way too rounded. And what I preferred was to make it a bit more squared, so to have a bit more of a special texture. Now that we have our little shapey nice and ready, I'm gonna use all the leftover wood I have to go and cut it out. Because we're doing 4 for every single drawer, we're gonna need 12 little squares for every side tables, and because we have 2, I'm gonna end up doing 24. Cut everything out, then multiply it for the 24 squares that I needed, and finally go and sand everything out. Once you have them all nice and sanded, do not go and waste all your scrap wood, because this is what we're gonna use on the back of our handle, texture, whatever it's called, so to make it even more 3D effect, and it's gonna allow you to use this also as a handle. You don't need to sand this one. It's finally time to paint it and make the texture directly on our side table, but it's important to remember that you cannot paint on IKEA furniture. The only way to do it is to go and sand all the surfaces so that we're sure that we take away this paint resistant, not absorbing stuff that is not gonna let us paint it in a good way, and only after that we're gonna go in with the paint. And then we finally add our texture. You probably don't need this part of the tutorial, but as I told you, my side tables were old and I had a few accidents with them, so I had to take out the wood filler and go and fill up every single mistake and accident that I had with these side tables in the past. It is time to add glue to every single side of our voluminous part that we're hiding behind our squares. So we're gonna put glue on the top and stick it to the glue on the back and stick it to our side table. And then we are also gonna go and add nails. If you're recreating this tutorial using a Malm or any other kind of side table from IKEA, you do not need to put wood filler, but this specific one already had holes for the handles, and I will have to fill that up, otherwise the hole is horrible, so fill that up, and then let's continue. Because we're using our textures also as a handle for our drawer, we need to be super duper 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 sure. Normally speaking, what we did is more than enough if this would be a side decoration, but as I told you, we're gonna use these thingies also as handles to open and close it our drawer. So I want to be super sure that this is resistant, so we're gonna have to add screws from the inside. Pre-drill your holes with your driller, and then finally go and add your screws inside. Painting! And as you can see, I'm using 2 different brushes. Why? We have a very weird shape that we have to go and paint inside this little part over here. So we are gonna need the help of a tiny brush to go inside every little corner, and then a roller to spread it all out. Now, I'll be honest with you, this took way longer than I expected because this color needed 3, if not even 4 layers sometimes of color, but it was totally worth it. And I love the final result. That is not black, it's not gray, it's something like chalk. Whoa, I love this. Like always, let's take a second to thank my Patreon subscribers. You guys are literally the reason that this channel goes on. Yes, I put the name of every single one inside the creations that I make. It is finally time to go and assemble all our side table back together and show you the results. Do not forget to subscribe if you have not done it yet, because we're gonna move forward in the next weeks with the lights, the carpets, the accessories of the room, and immediately after move to do the baby's room, so there's a full transformation going on.